Alright. Hey there. Welcome to the Tarot Read Show. My name is Dylan Nelson, and I do tarot readings. You might be hearing some crinkling. That's my cat over there, playing with a bag. That Leela. She'll probably show up in a second. There she is. And scratching up my couch, of course. This is the Tarot Read Show. I'm your host, Dylan Nelson, and I will just be doing tarot readings for the next hour or so. If anybody hops in through the chat, obviously feel free to comment, but nobody's in the chat right now, so nobody's hearing that, so I'm saying that to no one. I'm getting my questions off of Reddit at the moment, but please, if anybody sees this, if you subscribe, you'll know when I'm going live. I would love to take questions live. Also, please feel free to leave comments on the videos that you see, because I will see those comments for sure, and I will gladly answer the questions later. Or email me at tarotreadpod@gmail.com. And that is tarotreadpod@gmail.com. I thought this was going to be a podcast back in the day. But, decided to go more visual for it for obvious reasons. Like I said, I just get questions off of Reddit. I kind of ask people for more offbeat questions, just because I thought I like to be a little more fun. I'm trying to do a different thing than the majority of tarot readers, but people do tend to still have the same questions. Regardless of how you ask for questions, people tend to want the answers to the same things, and I totally get it. So, I'm just going to answer the questions that come up. Nothing too crazy came up, but I mean, that's totally cool. Let me think. Is there anything else? I did kind of do something sort of cool with my my phone the other day, just sort of tarot related. For my thumbnails, I just take pictures of the cards that show up in the episodes, and so I had a bunch of tarot card pictures on my phone, and I was going through my wallpaper and realized, oh, you can do up to 15 pictures as like a slideshow on your phone. So I took 15 of the major arcana tarot cards that I feel most apply to life in general, or that maybe just resonate most with me, and I use those as my lock screen. Just a moment. Got a thumbprint on there. Don't like showing off thumbprints on these. There we go. And the main thing is these are all they appear in order is the thing. So I couldn't figure out how to randomize it. But if you're not looking at the pictures, basically every time you open your phone, you'll open it, as long as you're not registering what the pictures are. I think it'd be kind of cool to just, if you're in a pinch, maybe you just met somebody and you're like, whoa, how did that go? You pull up a card and it's like, oh, High Priestess. Oh, maybe she's pretty cool. So, that was just something that I figured I could do on my phone, and it's been kind of cool. I haven't used it yet in that way, but I also just really like these cards that I got recently. They are the Pause Tarot is the deck that I'm using at the moment. You can probably tell I like cats based on that guy back there, my hang in there poster that I painted personally, and my cat Leela, producer Leela, who you saw earlier. Engineer Fry is also around too, but he rarely pops up anywhere where he could show up on camera, so probably won't see him. I tried to do this stream earlier at 3 o'clock, but it didn't end up taking because I had some technical difficulties. And actually, I want to pull my phone up real quick so I can see the chat a bit easier in case anybody does decide to pop in and chat. Pulling up the chat. And actually, I want to pull my... Alright. Cool. I do have it on my screen too, but I feel like it shows up quicker on my phone. Anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and do some readings off of Reddit. Nothing to it really. Like I said, I just go for basically the first 10 questions that kind of catch my eye. There's a very good subreddit on the uh, Reddit called Tarot Practice. I definitely recommend checking it out if you're maybe new to this. If you like doing readings, people are very receptive to getting readings. Or if you want a reading, it can be kind of hard to get your voice heard on that website, but for sure, I do. Well, I think that's also why maybe subscribe if you like what you see here, or like make leave a comment maybe, because I will definitely see all the comments that get made. Yeah. Anyway, been a bit in my head today, so let's get out of my head and just do a reading. All right. Hi, I am A, and my favorite epic song is "Last Night of the World." Though I'm not sure if it's epic enough, but it does have a lot of feels. Well, I'll go ahead and take a look at it at some point. But yeah, I haven't heard it, but that's exactly why I'm asking for songs, because I want songs I haven't heard of before. All right. I want to kindly request a reading for what's waiting me in love for the next few months. Thank you so much, and oh, well, I appreciate that. All right, and I will just do. You said a few months. I always think of a few as being three, so I will do a reading for the next 3 months. One card for each month. I'm sorry. Excuse me. One card for each month. And, I like to think the cards can kind of shout at you sometimes. So let's just see if we can get a real straightforward answer, I mean. And just so you're aware, I am using the Pause Tarot, which is a cat-themed deck, kind of. It makes me laugh, so that's why I chose it. And yeah, let's do a 3-card draw for you. All right, do a little shuffling, and then I'll run my finger along the side of the deck until I reach the cards, and I'll pull them, and we'll be reading. All right. One card for each of the next 3 months, and July is one of the months that we're talking about. So July, August, September. Yeah. All right. There we go. Just gotta get them out without accidentally dropping them. Alright. So we'll have this month, next month, and the following month. Alright, now let me just pull out that picture again to make sure there's no nuance to this question that I'm going to miss. It is very much a very simple, straightforward question. Okay. Oh, that's my problem with having my face up there. Just a moment. I'd rather not block the card. There we go. That's a good spot for me. Okay. Yeah. So I am a very visual reader, just so you know. I will let you know what the traditional meanings are for these cards in a moment. I have to consult the book for most of those. But as a visual reader, that is where I tend to shine anyway. The feeling that I get from these cards, is basically this month, kind of take it easy. Next month, you'll be a bit on a journey, and the following month, I think that you'll be something will be coming into your life. Not necessarily. I'll break this all down a bit more. Not necessarily an amazing love, but something that will be hitting you and pushing you in the right direction, at least. So to just break it down a bit more, that first card, the wands are a very spiritual card, and the cups and the wands are the cards that I like most for a relationship reading. This guy is very, I wouldn't say happy, but content, and I think that for right now, try to just be content. Try to soak in the world around you a bit. Try to be the confident, in your seat king or queen, so to speak, and observe the world around you for a minute, because next month is where you are going to want to maybe set off. It could be a literal journey. The Six of Wands is actually, I believe, it actually is most associated with like victory, is the traditional meaning. But I'll look that up again. I'll try and be more specific about that in a moment. But the month after this one is when you'll want to be making moves, and hopefully those moves will be obvious. You might see somebody who's interesting. You might feel like now is the time to really jump into apps, or maybe that is just what you'll need to do is next month again, just be making moves, forward progress, work towards your relationship after kind of collecting yourself this month and getting ready for it. And that is when you'll be rewarded in month 3. And I'm not saying that this is where you'll suddenly, all your dreams will come true. I don't want to be the tarot reader who's just like, I'm telling you what you want to hear. The Pentacles are a more materialistic, physical sort of suit, and that just sort of means this is where you'll start to see your efforts coming to fruition. You'll be able to tangibly feel this bird is a metaphor for the universe letting you know that your efforts are just visibly, you'll be able to see it out in the world. It'll be manifesting around you. You'll see your efforts working. So I think take a beat. The fact that you're asking me for a love reading about the next few months tells me you're maybe in your head a bit already about all this. Take a beat, observe the world around you. Next month, start making those moves after taking this moment, and I think you'll start to see the world letting you know that, yeah, this is working. All right, yeah. There we go. And I feel like I maybe started a bit hemming and hawing there. I do apologize. You were my first reading for the day, and actually I did try to start doing my readings an hour earlier, and I had to go out and take a walk and actually do a little yoga, back exercise kind of stuff to just center myself. And yeah, my head was a little all over the place. Yesterday was a holiday, 4th of July here in America. I didn't even drink or anything, but still, just holidays can be a lot, All right. Next question. Let me see if I can find the thrust of this question. Couldn't think of a song. No problem. That's all right. I just ask because I want to know that you actually read the question. So the fact that or read the post that I made. So the fact that you knew I even asked for a song is all that matters. I am R. I've never been in a relationship before. For the past 6 months, I've been meeting guys in arranged marriage setups, but I get rejected every time. I don't know why. I look decent too. About a month ago, I met this guy. Sorry, my screen has this just a little small for me to see. I met this guy, AM, with whom I thought this would work out, and again, I got rejected. Ever since then, I'm feeling down. Now I will be meeting another person this month. So I just want to know what can I do so that I don't get rejected. All right. Anything which might help me, I will really appreciate. Okay. A very big question. I'm trying to keep this off. Just because, this is obviously a situation that I'm a guy. I live here in the U.S. I truly don't understand what you're going through. I can't. I know the words you're telling me, but I can't. I can try and put myself in your shoes, but I'm never going to really understand. So we really are just relying on the cards to hopefully give us a message that can push you in the right direction. And I think that's the beauty of tarot, is it doesn't need to be coming from my brain because it's coming from the cards telling us what direction to go. Just so you're aware, I am using what's called the Pause Tarot, which is just a cat tarot deck, cards that kind of make me laugh. I really like them. So, yeah. Okay, this could be a big question. I'm not gonna do a reading that's gonna tell you what's wrong about yourself or what these guys are seeing in you that's negative. Maybe that's the specific reading that you're looking for. I hope it's not, but if it is, I'm sure you can find another reader to do that for you. I try to be a little more upbeat. I'm going to just do 2 cards to kind of show you what you should focus on about yourself to ensure that going forward, these rejections aren't happening. But I'm not necessarily going to believe that it's anything you're doing. It's sounds to me, just from everything I've heard, talking to people from just in countries where arranged marriages are a big thing, it seems like there's a lot of reasons that don't boil necessarily down to the people in the marriage. It could just be a thousand things surrounding the person, even coming down to a lot of the times just the person not wanting to get married and just going to say no to everybody. So yeah, I just try not to read too much into it, but I know saying that means nothing. It's impossible not to think about it. So let's just see what the cards say. And again, just 2 cards of things that you can focus on about yourself to hopefully make sure this isn't going to continue being a thing going forward. All right. And yeah, we'll see if the cards can hopefully be kind of specific. Sometimes they can be. We'll see if it's one of those days. All right. Okay. Kind of an odd pairing. Oh. Oh. Those cards didn't actually count because I did not shuffle with all the cards. So, all right. All right. There we go. Huh. We have another major arcana in the second spot again. Interesting. Okay. So I am more of a, just so you're aware, I am more of a visual reader. I will let you know the traditional meanings of the cards. But yeah, excuse me. Sorry. What I'm getting from these cards for what you should focus on yourself. I mean, the second card is very obvious. The first card kind of that is somebody who is really, and this I think will resonate with you. It is very much somebody who is grieving, who is feeling sorry for themselves, who is maybe not feeling like the world is out to get them necessarily, but just that things are beating them down. And I mean, if we're asking the deck to tell us what you can do to make sure this is going to stop happening, it's telling you stop thinking about it so much. It's and I know that's kind of what I said at the top of the reading, and it's weird that the cards are basically echoing it, but this is somebody who is grieving things, and the cups are an emotional suit. This is very much a reading for somebody who needs to stop caring and worrying so much about the things that are happening and just move forward. The Chariot is someone with forward momentum. It isn't somebody who is necessarily focusing on themselves and focusing on improving just themselves and stuff, would be my advice personally to you. It is just, in the more general sense, somebody who is moving forward and pushing forward. And when paired with this card, the Five of Cups, it's somebody who needs to drop the sorry act and go out. I think you are going into these dates. Maybe you're not aware that you're doing it, but you're probably kind of going in expecting them to fail, and that might be coming across in ways that you can't even tell. Just for you to succeed moving forward, you need to stop feeling so bad about all this and start being confident about the things in your life that you are confident about, and focus on that kind of stuff before you go into these dates with these people, just knowing on the inside that it's going to fail. Because knowing that it's going to fail is, I'm not going to say it's going to lead to failure, but it's not going to help. It's certainly not helping you in these situations. This reading, very obviously, is somebody who just needs to stop being in their cups about the doldrums of their lives and hop in their steed and forge ahead. So I know you're probably looking for more specific practical advice of like what a person could do, and literally just telling you to stop thinking about this stuff and focus on what makes you great and what makes you worth dating is maybe not the advice you're looking for, but it is true that is the kind of person who people want to date, is somebody who's confident in themselves and not somebody who's projecting that they're worried that this thing is going to fail. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the question. I really hope that is in any way helpful. And I always say, I'm not offended if you want to get a second opinion at any point down the line. So, always keep that in mind. You can always get a second opinion. But again, thank you for the question. All right. Up next. You can make this a little smaller. Come on. This thing that I use for these videos is mostly okay, but it's also in a lot of ways not okay. Alright. Hi, some of my favorite epic songs are Disturbia by Rihanna, Secret Story of the Swan by iZone. Alright. I've never heard of either. Well, I probably heard Disturbia because it's a Rihanna song. I'll have to just look them up. Thank you. That's why I asked about this stuff, so I have new songs to look up. So, alright. My initials are EC, and my question is, what's in store for this school year? What's in store for this school year? And also regarding my social life, or how am I being perceived? Okay. Let's just do a simple 2-card reading. First card for how your upcoming school year is going to go, just in general, and a second card for how your social life is going to go. Easy peasy. And just so you're aware, I am using the Pause Tarot deck, which is a cat-based tarot deck. I like cats. Yeah, what can I say? Ooh. Uh-oh. I accidentally just put some cards back in backwards, so you'll just have to excuse me for a moment. That's what happens when you try to show people the deck. Alright. I do apologize for making your reading longer than it has to be. Okay. All right. So first card for how's your school year going to go. Second card for how's your social life going to go. All right. How about we do the maybe more fun card? How are you being perceived? Because maybe this card will just have like a really cool cat on it. You know, wouldn't that be nice? So, yeah, let's do one card for how your school year's gonna go, and another card for how you're being perceived. It could also be a not cool cat, and we do have to be prepared for that. But you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. All right. Okay. Yep. Yep. There's a trouble when I set the cards over there. All right. First card, how your school year's gonna go. And second card, how do people look at you? All right. Two major Arcana cards. Interesting. How's your school year gonna go? And how do people look at you? Well, Temperance is, I am more of a visual guy, more of a visual reader, and that's for people who don't necessarily know the cards. That can be a good thing. Temperance and the Sun. These are two. I mean, Temperance isn't. I was gonna say these are two good cards. It's not a bad card. The Sun is obviously a good card. You can tell just by looking at it. Although I have in the past told people that the red flag ribbon in the back behind that unicorn is a red flag, but I'm not feeling that for this reading, so we'll just forge ahead here. I think for your school year, you're going to benefit from finding that balance between school and having fun. I don't know if you tend to focus on one or the other, if you're more of a school person or more of a party person. I think obviously we can all benefit from finding balance in those things, but this could finally be the year where if you lean one way or the other, this is the year to finally start pushing yourself in the other direction. If you are a bit of a bookworm, start getting out more. If you are a bit of a party animal, hit the books a bit more. The fact that you're asking me how your school year is going to go tells me that you probably at least do focus on school to a degree. Yeah, just make sure that you're mixing in fun and stuff, because people do tend to see you as a pretty laid back person. I want to even say happy-go-lucky, but just in general, when they look at you, they don't get like terrible vibes. They feel like you are somebody who is kind of on their own little journey, and you know, this is an easy card to read on its own, as like being like, oh, you brighten a room, and you you just anytime you come in, it's sunshine and stuff. And I think, I'm not saying that's not the case. I just want you to I don't know, be, realistic with everything. Just because this is paired with the Temperance card again, temperance in all things. But people do look at you good. They like you, and I think that you'll have a good year as long as you again find that balance between partying and actually doing your work. It's kind of funny that Temperance card is literally like a cat who you could just see enjoying himself at a college party is what he's doing. But yeah, all in all, I think this is a very good sign, indicator of things to come. All right. Next question. All right. Hey dear, I'm PS, and I would love to get a reading. The topic is, what will my life be like after 5 years? Alright, not a bad question. Favorite song right now, Wildflower by Billie Eilish. I obviously know who Billie Eilish is, but I don't know if I know that song, so I will add it to my list. Alright, and what will your life be like after 5 years? I am mostly doing one card readings today, so I will just keep this simple. If you want to follow up a more specific question in the future, I haven't had anybody who I've answered a question for come back and ask for another question, so feel free to come back next week and I will probably answer a question for you. But yeah, let's just do a one card reading for this week. What will your life be like after 5 years? Alright, I mean, it's hard to encapsulate that into one card, so maybe we'll draw a clarifying card, but, 72, 78 cards in a tarot deck? 78 cards, I think. Man, how can I not know that off the top of my head? Plenty enough cards in a tarot deck to give you all the answers you need, typically, though. So we'll see if we can just get it with one card. And I've been shuffling this whole time. Let's go and draw. See what they say. What will your life, PS's life, be like after 5 years? Near the top. Alright. Oh, guess I had to bring up the camera. Alright, Queen of Pentacles. And the Pentacles are more of a material sort of card. And this queen is very obviously enjoying herself. I'm more of a visual reader. I'll let you know the traditional meaning of this card in a moment. I do have to look at my book for that because I'm still kind of refamiliarizing myself. But just for my personal visual reading, this is obviously a good sign. And again, Pentacles are more of a physical sort of wealth or material objects kind of thing. I think that this means that you will at least be comfortable in your life, and maybe the reason why this is the focus of the card is that that's something that's on your mind, is the idea of, will I be in a comfortable spot in 5 years, which is, I think, completely understandable given the state of the world. Fair to feel like maybe you won't be in a place that's comfortable in 5 years, but for all the stuff that's going down, this card is saying that 5 years from now, you'll be sitting pretty, essentially. And I don't really want to taint that too much by perhaps drawing a clarifying card that says, yeah, you're going to be sitting pretty, but here, I'll let you know what the traditional meaning for the Queen of Pentacles is. A generous woman is it distilled down to its most basic form, and hopefully that means that you'll be in a place to be generous in 5 years, which, assuming you are comfortable in your lot in life, is sounds very, very plausible. So a quick and easy reading for a quick and easy question. I truly do hope that that is how things end up for you in 5 years. And again, feel free to ask more specific or a follow-up question down the road. I'd be happy to answer. All right. All right. Okay, so my question. Many things in my life are going downhill, whether it's my work and finance or career and academics. So my question would be, why is this happening all of a sudden? It's very unexpected. And how would this end? All right. So I did see this question, and it's not the kind of question that I necessarily feel like I knew how to frame to answer with a tarot reading, but that is also why I decided to give it a shot. And I would say for sure try to, if you're not happy or comfortable with my reading after this, I totally understand, totally get if you want to try and get a follow up from somebody else. But I am just gonna give it a shot. And I did have to kind of rephrase how I'm going to ask these questions. Um, I hope that sometime after this reading that you're definitely in a better spot, because we've all been there for whatever reason. It just feels like life hits you with one thing after the other. I get that. So, and I just don't think necessarily that there is a answer to the question of why did this happen suddenly. Just because we like to think that there are forces making things happen around us, making bad things happen, and then suddenly good things happen because the forces either went away and good forces came in, or we just forget that now forces are happening and making good things happen, so we only think of the bad things as being caused by the universe. There's just all sorts of ways to think about this kind of stuff. In the end, I don't necessarily think it's right to think of these things as happening to us. It's just unfortunate that all these bad things are happening at the same time. It sucks for sure. How I'm going to do this reading is I'm just going to do 2-card reading for you. The first card is going to be what are you doing now, basically. Like, you feel like the universe is kind of piling on to you right now. This card is just going to be like your place in the universe, and if you're maybe it'll be a card showing that you're being kind of chaotic in the universe and that you need to settle in and buckle down, or maybe it'll be that you are too buckled down and rigid and you need to let loose. This card will show us who you are in the universe right now, and then the second card will be how to get out of this situation that you found yourself in, how to escape it, and hopefully we'll get something here. And I am using the Pause Tarot deck, which is just a cat tarot deck. I like cats, you can probably tell. Let's just see what the cards say. Alright, so where you are at now and how to get out of this situation. Right. Where you are now and how to escape. Okay. So I am more of a visual reader. And by that I just mean the traditional meanings. The cards all have their traditional meanings that readers go off of, for centuries. For me, the Six of Swords. The swords are more of a mental card. They speak more to wands are spiritual, cups are emotional, pentacles are the material, physical world, and swords are mental. Those for a question like this, it typically means that somebody is in their own head a bit too much. And for the Six of Swords, we see these guys are going on a trip. They're traveling. Maybe what this means for you is that you are just stuck. You are where you're at is kind of motionless. What you need to do is start moving. Maybe literally go somewhere. a lot of times just getting, and I know we can't all just pick up and actually travel a far distance. I don't know if you like camping or something, or if you have a friend that you could stay with. Some people like to, some people, I don't know, like to go even just to a hotel for a weekend. I think that you should try to get out of your element. Just do something different. And the Ace of Wands coming in kind of maybe confirms that. I always see these the aces in the decks as like reaching out and offering us something, and the wands are a very spiritual suit, like I was saying. Uh, I think that this is telling you to travel, get out of your bubble, and try to seek some sort of inner peace. Maybe you're somebody who is more of a mental person. Who, I think if you're reaching out on a tarot board, you probably are a very spiritual person to begin with. But maybe you really need to embrace that a lot more, like you're trying to, because you are definitely in your head a bit too much. I think you need to go somewhere, maybe even try and spend some time in like nature if you can. Just something that's different from where you are, because where you're at is stagnating you a bit, and you need to reach out and try something different. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the question. Hi there, Marwa. I saw somebody was chatting there. Don't want to say it threw me off necessarily, but yeah, that is why I paused there. Kind of stilted a second while I was reading, but thank you for liking and subbing. I appreciate it. Feel free to ask a question if you have one. I'm mainly doing one card readings at the moment for especially if somebody just happened to drop in. But yeah, I'm just doing readings for people on Reddit who ask questions. If you don't have a question yourself, I just appreciate you dropping by. All right. All right. So yeah, I asked each person what their favorite song was, or what what the most epic song they could think of was, and this person said Journey. So Don't Stop Believing. That's I totally get it. All right. I thought this question was fun because me and my brother, myself, actually weren't getting along not too long ago. So, but anyway, here we go. Me and my brother can never get along. He always ends up blowing up over things, even when it's a misunderstanding, and takes it too far. Do you see us ever getting along? Can this be a mental health issue? Might be a bit far to say it's a mental health issue, just, off the bat, but hey, it could be. How about, I keep moving my video there. Yeah, how about we just do a 2-card reading for you, SD? Do I see you guys getting along? And what is the reason for why he's acting like this? Like, I don't want to say it's a mental health issue, but maybe we'll get a card that points that way. But yeah, just will you guys ever get past this is maybe the question I'll ask. Will you guys, I don't want to say ever, will your brother ever grow up, or hey, it could be you who needs to grow up, just saying. But yeah, just the question is, yeah, will you guys ever get past this, and why is he acting this way? Hey, it's a fair question. Like I said, I've got a brother myself, so I can't blame you. All right. Here we go. We'll shuffle the cards and go ahead and see what feels right. guys ever get along? And why is he acting this way? Huh. I mean, you don't get... Truly, you just don't get a more clear and concise answer than that. The Ten of Cups, even like one of the more traditional... I'm more of a visual reader, but one of the more traditional meanings is just like family and familial bonds. Are you guys ever going to get along and get past this? Yes, you will. I'm not sure who's going to need to suck it up. The second card, Nine of Pentacles. The Pentacles are more of a materialistic and physical card. I don't remember off the top of my head what the Nine of Pentacles means specifically, but it's actually come up twice in 2 readings today. And it's one of these cards that has popped up like 5 times since I've gotten this deck, whereas the Ten of Cups I haven't gotten yet. But anyway, the second card for why is he acting this way? I think that he just feels kind of pestered by you, to be honest. Sometimes I look at this card and I see the bird as coming in and being friendly. Right now, I am seeing somebody who's just kind of being bugged, and I don't know if you guys have anything like related to your family that you guys fight about, like, I don't know, family house, family wealth, anything like that you guys tend to argue about, or is maybe sometimes a bone of contention. But or maybe even it is something where one of you has more wealth than the other, one of you is richer and is just doing better in life, and he feels like you're kind of bugging him and bugging about that. Yeah, I just I see this as maybe if you guys can get past whatever that blockage is, that is when that Ten of Cups, when that energy will finally be abound. Because the Ten of Cups is very much just, it's basically overrides most other cards when you draw it. It just like a celebration of happiness. It's a great card to draw for that kind of question, and actually very spot on. The Nine of Pentacles, I do just want to, material comforts is what it traditionally means. Just basic 2-word traditional meaning, and that's why I'm going off of my meaning more. I think that he feels a bit bugged by you, and I don't necessarily think that the answer is for you to back off or anything. But yeah, that's just the feeling I'm getting. All right. Thank you for asking for a reading. Much appreciated. All right. I always have trouble getting cards off of there. All right. Do we have next? Oh, a very short one. Oh, and I liked this kind of question because it is just so open-ended. So very much a kind of question that we've all had from time to time. What do I need to hear right now? It's a fair question to ask the universe. I'm assuming Taylor Acorn is the artist and Shapeshifting is the name of the song. I don't know the name of that song. I will have to check it out for sure. That is why I asked for the names of songs, so I can check them out. All right. What do I need to hear right now? Let's just draw a card and see what the card has to say. Maybe it'll say that you need to focus on your love life. Maybe it'll say you need to focus on career. Maybe it won't be something so specific. Yeah, maybe it'll be a bit more esoteric. Or maybe it'll be something very specific. You gotta do your taxes. Yeah, be a few months late on that for sure, so if that's what it is. I don't know what the taxes card is in here, but we'll see. Alright. What do you need to hear right now? I keep dropping cards. And some people, when they drop a card, they're like, oh, that's the card I'm supposed to draw. I'm not going to do that. These are just a different size card than I'm used to typically shuffling, and I'm still getting used to them. If you can even call this shuffling, really. It's more just a ritual I do. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Guess I had to pull up the right screen for you. Alright, so yeah, Ten of Swords, the traditional meaning is basically endings, the ending of things. What do you need to hear right now? Yeah, I guess this card is just telling you to finish it. You probably know what it is. You came to me asking what you need to hear right now. I hope, it could be a relationship. It could be almost anything, really. Whatever you're thinking it is, you know what it is, and you need to put an end to it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about this one. I could tell you that the swords are more of a mental card, which typically just means that this is a thing that you are agonizing over. You maybe don't want to end it, or for whatever reason, you're thinking that the kind thing or the best thing to do is to not end it. Maybe you're right, but the answer of what you need to hear right now is that you just need to end it. So, sometimes you do just get slapped in the face by the universe. I hope that at least gives you some direction. I know, maybe not what you wanted to hear. Maybe it is what you wanted to hear. In the words of Mortal Kombat, finish him. Don't overthink it too much. All right. And again, thank you for the song rec. All right. Hope that was helpful. Up next. Okay. My question, I am BT. Do you think I am the one that got away in SM's view? Or do the cards say I was good riddance for him? Thank you in advance. Okay. Alright. That is an easy question. I always sense a lot of hope in questions like these. I hope that the cards can tell you what you're wanting to hear, but unfortunately the cards don't always tell us what we want to hear. Sometimes they just tell us what we need to hear. So, let's see what they have to say. How, in SM's eyes, how does SM view you? Basically, is what we'll ask. How does SM see you? Sorry. Alright. Page of Wands. So this one is a... I might just ask for a clarifying card on this one. I'm more of a visual reader. When I look at this card, I kind of see it as a hopeful kid. The Wands are more of a spiritual card. I think that by looking at this card, SM kind of knows that you want him to be thinking about you. Uh, say I see you as the little kid cat kind of holding the wand there, and he's looking up at somebody bigger than them is what I is just the vibes I'm getting from this card today when I see it. And yeah, I believe that he sees you for wanting him to still look at you in ways of that you're the one who got away, I suppose. I don't think that he sees you that way, unfortunately. Here, but let's just try for a clarifying card. Uh, yeah. I do believe that this is somebody who's moved on. This card, Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles are more of a material thing, more of a physical world, and yeah, I see this as typically this card to me echoes somebody who themselves is content and sees the other people in their lives kind of being fulfilled, and that makes them fulfilled. I paired with the Page of Wands, I see this for you. Yeah, he doesn't really think of you as the one that got away. He hopes for the best for you, and he does see that you are still kind of into him, but he isn't. Unfortunately, he's just not that into you. He does hope for the best for you, and he hopes that you find what you're looking for. But he doesn't want it to be with him, and yeah, he might even just he isn't looking at you in that way at the moment, unfortunately. I don't want to say that he never could again, but yeah, if that's what you're hoping for, unfortunately, it's not how he's feeling at the moment. Uh, yeah, I am sorry, but hey, that again, that doesn't mean that it'll never happen. And gosh, I always exes are such a complicated thing. I always hesitate to tell people to give up on them forever. I hesitate to tell them to cling on to any hope. I always feel like it is typically best to move on from that. The fact that you want him to be thinking of you as the one that got away does make it feel like you probably are thinking about him a bit too much, and when he's not really thinking about you. But again, I thank you for asking the question, and I hope that you. I feel like I was hemming and hawing a bit. Truly, there, I am very sorry if that felt a bit wishy-washy. Definitely, no judgment if you want to go and get a second opinion from somebody else. I totally understand. But yeah, thank you very much. All right. Don't know why I sent that away. All right. Epic song choice, Wicked, Defying Gravity. You know what? I do know that song. Can't say that I have heard it, but I do know it. Well, heard it all the way through, but obviously I've heard it here and there. All right. My name is RF, and my question is if I should stop pursuing this question. Wow. My name is RF, and my question is if I should stop pursuing this connection with ML, or am I just in my own head fully about this? Okay. So, fairly straightforward question. Appreciate it. Should I stop pursuing this connection with ML? All right. Yeah. Let's just ask the cards that. Should you stop pursuing or should you continue? The cards can be pretty honest and straightforward about these kinds of things. And I guess I'll bring up the actual card screen. So yeah, let's frame it in a more positive way. Should you continue pursuing this connection? And keep dropping cards today. All right. Should you continue pursuing this connection? Now let's see if the cards give a positive or it could be negative. Let's just ask the cards. Should you continue? That's something. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I think you should. You might, yes, you are in your head too much about this. The Knight of Swords, the swords are literally the mental suit. They deal with what's going on in your head. Yes, you are overthinking this, but the knights are always a plan of action, move forward. Yes, you're overthinking this, and you might actually have a bit of a. The Knight of Swords is a very battle-ready card. You might have some contentious things coming up. Here, let me just make sure that there's no. Right, and you're asking if you should stop pursuing this connection. Yeah, no, you shouldn't stop pursuing it. You should, because I reframed your question. You should continue. You are in your head too much. Just maybe not keep doing what you're doing. You might run into some, like I said, maybe a fight or two here because this knight in particular does deal with some battles. But you are doing you are on the right track, and you do just need to forge ahead here, and that is how you will reach victory in this, is by forging ahead on this battle. So just stop overthinking it, get out of your head, and feel free to give me a follow-up on this maybe in a couple weeks if you want, and we'll see if we can get a Knight of Cups or something, or something, a suit that is less about you being in your own head and maybe more about you moving forward because you're feeling fulfilled and like this is the direction you should be going. So yeah, there you go. Always good to get a happy reading. I think I've only got one more reading I'm doing today, so if this is the second to last one and it's my last happy one for today, I'll take it. But I think my next one is a love reading too, so I hope that's also a good one. But yeah, just get out of your head. You are right to you should keep pursuing this, assuming that is what you want to do. All right, and this is a person who told me two songs that they like. I only remember "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel, but I did say that was one of my jams back in high school. So she said it should be everyone's jams. So I agree. All right. Okay. Wants a love reading. Let me see here. Do I want to do general or just kind of lost as far as my ex? He was the love of my life and have been no contact since January. Wondering what the future holds, if anything. I'm RL and he's DJ. All right. I'm a DJ too. Dylan Joan. All right. Yeah. Let's see what the cards say. Probably just do a one card reading with maybe a clarification. Wondering what the future holds, if anything. I mean, we'll see if we need a clarification. Let's just see what the future holds. Is there going to be any sort of connection or significant connection and relationship moving forward? And then if we need a clarification card, we'll go ahead and do that too. But yeah, let's just see if the cards say if there's any future going on there, and we will go from there. All right. RL's future with DJ. Come on. Fishing a card out of the deck. Okay. Yep, and you go until the card feels right, and then you draw that card. Okay. Yeah. I think that this is pretty straightforward. Let me just make sure there's no nuance to the question that I'm missing. Yeah, I mean, look, I think what this card means in a situation like this is there can be a future if you want one, but it's not going to be any sort of future necessarily worth pursuing. I don't know what your guys' relationship was. I'm sure he, well, were you one of the people who? I had somebody say that this was okay, it was you who said the love of my life. See, that's how terrible my memory is too. Oh my goodness. The love of your life. Those are strong feelings. I would just say that this card is saying that not even to re-examine those feelings, just that it's not going to be what you would hope for if you two did end up getting back together. It just is not what you would be imagining. And maybe it's because he's changed, maybe it's because you changed, but the relationship wouldn't be the same, and it would just be a maddening exercise for you. This is a route to madness. Maybe that's even all this card is trying to say, is even thinking about this is just going to drive you crazy. But regardless of any of that, this is a terrible omen. I know I'm not trying to, definitely not trying to belittle or anything. It is just, X's are such a tricky thing. This is, I think, the third or fourth X-related reading that I'm doing just in this hour alone that I've been doing readings, and that is why I had to look and see if you were the one who said it was the love of your life, and it is just I feel like we dwell on our exes a bit too much, and it can most of the time lead to cards like this. It can most of the time lead to madness. So if you want to ask a follow-up question in the future, I'd be happy to take it. But this is just a very obvious card of, strife and consternation, and somebody possibly driving themselves crazy thinking about a relationship that should probably not be. All right. I do apologize that I know that's not the reading a person wants, but sometimes we get the readings that we need to hear. All right. Yeah. I believe that is all of them. Yeah. Okay. All right. Another successful Tara Reid show. Again, this is the Tara Reid show, not the Tara Reid show. She's a fine actress for movies like Sharknado and Scrubs, but this isn't the Tara Reid show. It's the Tara Reid show. So, get some confusion there. Any questions anybody wants to submit in the future, please just leave a comment. Feel free to hop in the chat in the future. If you subscribe, I think you get a little notification when I go live. I go live on Saturdays. I tried to go live at 3 today, but I ended up having some technical difficulties and just ended up needing to head outside for some fresh air for a minute. But Yeah, typically I try to aim for around 3, but just 3 to 4, as when I will be logging on each weekend. And then on Sundays, I'm going to try and release some general readings, just for anybody out there who can't catch the live show. But again, feel free to leave me questions in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. And yeah. Uh, Again, thank you. I noticed a couple people dropped in. I don't know if you're still around, but thank you guys for watching if you are. And this has been the Tara Reid Show. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. All right.